brewing in the super middleweight division, with Canelo at the helm as undisputed, holding on to all 4 major world titles. The young Lions are eager to get a shot at the throne. David Benavidez, who is currently the #1 contender rated by Ring, has a record of 25 and 0 losses with 22 stoppages. He stands 6'2" at the age of 25. He himself is a former 2-time WBC world titleist before being stripped due to actions outside of the ring. He is currently campaigning to get a shot against Canelo, but he lacks leverage due to not having a world title or a large fan base standing behind him. So now he is set to have a showdown with the iron-fisted veteran in David Lemieux, and has also shown interest in facing Boo Boo Andrade after, if he proves to be victorious. If you were to summarize David Benavidez's style into just a few words, it would definitely be exciting, vicious, just plain nasty. He is what you would call a calculated pressure fighter. Some boxers will use the movement to look for openings. Others, they'd wait for your mistakes to capitalize on. David uses his offense to create openings. A high-volume puncher who does not shy away from combinations. In his world title fight against Gabriel, he threw 863 punches according to CompuBox. Spence is considered a high-volume puncher, and he's only thrown between 600 to 700 punches in a fight. Keep in mind, Benavidez fights 3 weight classes above the welterweight division. Put it this way, David isn't coming into the fight just to fiddle around on his back foot to win a decision on points. He's coming to terrorize his opponents, making a fight every second of the 36 minutes. He's there to cause mayhem. His chaos will really have one questioning themselves. Do they really want to continue pursuing this career in violence? David isn't one to wait for openings. He creates openings with his offense. So if his double jabs gets his opponents to drop low and opens up, he will follow up with the right cross and the uppercut to pick them back up. David probes with the double jab as he tries to slip a right cross between the guard to the body. Although the right cross to the body didn't land, he notices that Angulo has a static guard. This means that Angulo is just shelling up with his guard with no movement behind it. In the next sequence, David will keep Angulo's guard busy, probing with the left and a jab, and then go around the guard with the right hook. David has an array of weapons in his offensive stockpile. Here he shows that he can use feints to create other openings for his left hook. He is at his best when he's in rhythm and has you clinched up against the ropes. Here he will pawn out punches to get his opponents to move a certain way for him to land his power shots. Then when you're off balance and only concerned about slipping punches, David won't stop throwing until there's nothing left there for him. And once he's in rhythm, he doesn't stop. He doesn't give you any breathing room. He's there to take away any space possible and take away everything you have, just until you have nothing left. David isn't like the typical pressure fighter where they just throw every punch at 100%. David's rhythm is very off-speed. Think of a pitcher. If he keeps throwing 100-mile-per-hour fastballs, eventually the hitter will be able to time him. So for instance, if he were to throw a 3-punch combination, he would throw his first 2 punches really fast just to sit on his 3rd punch to have more power. He has a very good flow to his fights. His decision-making are impacted by how his opponents react to his offense. There, he will conclude how to follow up with more offense.
It up, Alexis Angulo. At what point, if you're Pedro Diaz, do you start to think, okay, my fighter's taking too much punishment? David Benavidez using his full arsenal here tonight.
Here Benavidez is probing with his jab before he's pushed back by Angulo's jab. As he's taken backwards, he quickly launches a jab even before he sets his back foot. This catches Angulo off guard and stops him dead in his tracks. David turns what was a defense into an offensive position.
There's a look at this combination. This is
David is very responsible with his range, making sure to never smother his punches and always giving himself enough space to get out when he's finished doing his work.
Jab, leads with the right, and there's that hands here. And of course, he then became a two-time champion against.
Keep getting exchanges like that. It's going to be fun to watch. But Benavidez
On the ropes, trying to.
Get up there, get up there.
When David faced off against Jalen Love, the question was, how will he deal with the quickness against the smaller fighter? Will his offense still be as effective against a shorter fighter who is able to get underneath David's punches?
When you're in there against a guy like Jay. So you can touch him back after he touches you like that.
Although being the bigger man, David showed he was able to match speed for speed against the smaller boxer. He also made an adjustment against the quicker fighter. His strategy? Punch between the combinations.
But he needs to keep his hands up a little bit higher, especially being in there with a tall guy.
Yeah, he's very slick. Oh, he just got hurt with a left hook. Let me tell you. He does. Big left by Benavidez.
David also had no trouble against the smaller man, going low underneath his guard. If anything, having his opponent going low benefited him, as he was able to gain more leverage with his uppercuts by being the taller boxer.
Benavidez is really cool right now. He's just tracking Jalen Love, and he's hurting him with a right hand, another right hand, another right hand.
Jalen Love hands up and his head up.
Well, so big flurry by Benavidez here in the final minute of round one.
Love never seen that. Here's a combo.
After nullifying the speed advantage to Love, David showed good footwork as he was able to cut off the ring against Love and finish him off in the second round.
Some of those skills, use his legs, use his boxing, head movement, try to stay away from the big punches, slow Benavidez down with his own punches somehow, like that.
When he goes in, he's not getting out far enough because Benavidez has long arms and he's catching him on the way in and out.
Well, this is his problem, sitting on the ropes here. This box. Jay Leon has got to be moving. He's got to use his legs. Oh, big right by Benavidez. That's it.
Yeah, he's huge.
And he's got a 77-inch reach compared to a 74-inch reach by Durrell. I mean, that's a nice little spread right there. Look at that quick left hook right off that right hand. And a right to the body by Durrell. Full round to score as well.
Yes.
How would you score, Joe? Well, I would say probably Durrell because, you know, he landed a few.
That advantage, you know, keeping him in the corner because that's where he wants him. Once he gets him in the corner, Benavidez is just going to
Gabbing down on the belt right there, see?
Oh, yeah, but
he's looking to get Benavidez to drop his hands to counter like that right there.
Terrell, when he throws his right hand, he widens it up too much.
And there it is. That's classic Benavidez right there.
Yeah, first punches,
But
try and hit me. My defense is too good.
time winding down in round 5.
Landed because they could get the attention of the judges.
All right, next, Marcos. Now Benavidez is starting to cut loose. Blood coming down under the right eye of Anthony Terrell. It's opened up from those left hooks from earlier in the round, and it looks in the eyelid.
Well, that's going to be
He won both of those fights.
Cut high, so yeah, he's going to protect himself on the inside there and outside. Ooh, vicious body punches for belts.
More southpaw earlier.
Oh, it's a nice counter hook by Terrell, 2 of them.
Yeah, but he's only counting with 1 punch.
Toll on Anthony Terrell. He's hanging on a thread just right now, just getting battered by David Benavidez. I got him up these last 4 rounds.
That's it. They're going to stop the fight right now.